I think we've seen that throughout the last couple of years, the industry has changed dramatically and the passenger profile has changed dramatically. So I think it's really important to put all the partners together to help us understand the current situation and how best we can cater to the new passenger needs.
There's a lot of information that has changed. Behaviors have changed, patterns have changed. It's clear that the industry wants to speak up. The industry needs that information. We're ready to adapt. We learn to be agile. So sessions like the one that we just finished, with all the interaction that we had, not just in the panel, but from the general audience, was so encouraging and enlightening. And it looks like we're almost ready to be back to normal.
We really need to focus on what is ahead of us rather than look backwards at the crisis. And in order to focus on what is ahead of us and to do better in 2023 and 2024, we need to understand where the consumer's mind is at this point in time. So to that extent, it was fantastic that both Mindset and TR Business got together, presented very detailed insight on the mind of the consumer and his preferences, and hopefully the retailers and the brands can digest it and then do better in terms of the customer experience in the future.
After Corona, a conference like this, where TR Business and Mindset brings us all together, and where I had the pleasure to meet old friends and old colleagues and make new friends. It's an excellent opportunity to build up the relationships and continue the travel retail journey. And retail is detail at the end of the day.
I think firstly, wow, what a location. I think Cyprus has been a great place to do this, because in terms of the environment, the sense of place, etc., I think these guys do it tremendously well. What I think has been really encouraging though is that actually everyone who's attended has faced into the big questions actually on how we really tackle the new world we're all in. The last session on sustainability was tremendous. We know there's lots to do, but you can see a real desire across the whole spectrum of operators, retailers, airports to tackle it, which is super positive. There has been examples over the last 2 days of people sharing really great data, which I think previously we wouldn't have shared.
Putting this data together for me is incredibly important, because each of us has a component that we work on, that we understand, but only with the open, transparent sharing that we've had now do the pieces start fitting together like a jigsaw puzzle. Because otherwise, if we look at everything in silos, none of us will come up with the right solution. But if we all work together, we can then lead the direction, lead the conversation, and meet those consumer needs.
All of us as leaders need to think into the future. Everybody talks about it, everybody's trying to do it. We get so caught up in our day-to-day world that they're just sparing some time to think about what's coming down the line, what's its relevance to us, what are the opportunities, and actually, most importantly, from the duty-free point of view, how can we shape it? Don't let other people describe it and mould it into some kind of form for you. Actually, you guys should be driving it, and I think you've got a great opportunity to do that here.
fabulous event. Absolutely, really enjoyed it. I've taken part in the various sustainability discussions virtually over the last 2 years, but it was a great delight to really be here in person today. Cyprus as a place is very dear to my heart, but also to connect physically with people in the industry was a great experience. I think the conference, very well organized, superb location, superb setting. Loved the opening cocktail session on the beach, and just very, very well organized.
I think the great thing about these type of forums is that it gives people a chance to mix and exchange ideas and views. It's always good to meet colleagues in the industry and see what they're doing, what we can learn from them and what they can learn from us. And I think the sharing of ideas is really positive to help us all get out of the current COVID as it hopefully recedes. But also we know there's huge challenges coming down the road for all of us in this industry, so sharing ideas and data is really important to that.
We are extremely grateful for TR Business and Mindset to bring us together for a, I would say, extraordinary conference that discusses the needs, the wants of the traveling consumer. I think that is exactly what we need in times of crisis, in times of travel retail as a channel, experiencing unprecedented times. We need to rally together and focus on the consumer. As we always say in Blueprint, travel retail is simple, not easy.